Good morning. It's Dana and it's time for circle. Now remember, when we do circle, we want to go nice and slow. We know all the adults here know the words. I know you know how to count, and we know you know the alphabet. We do circle and we do this practice for the kids. So let's start. One of the things we want to do first is counting. Now in circle, we practice our counting every day. This is very repetitious, and it gives all the children a chance to take turns, come up, count, get used to being in front of the class, and everyone gets to clap for them or praise them and cheer for them. It gives them a chance to interact with the teacher, and it teaches everyone else to sit and wait their turn. So when each child comes up, so I might say, okay, Jimmy, your turn. So that lets Jimmy know it's his turn, and everybody else needs to stay in their seat. So Jimmy comes up, and I give Jimmy the pointer, and I only help Jimmy as much as he needs help. If Jimmy can count by himself, I'll let Jimmy go and count the numbers by himself. If Jimmy is nonverbal and doesn't count by himself, I'll help him. I'll count with him, but I'll count very slowly. Most of the numbers I'll try to do in sign language. Now, I am not very good at numbers 10 and above, so I'm still learning them myself. But I can at least do the numbers up to 10, so that my signers that are watching can also count with us as they're watching. Now, sometimes what's nice is if the adults in the group count with the child, but quietly. Because like I said, we know you know how to count. It's the kids we're listening for. This is a lesson for the kids. This is not a lesson for the adults. So this is not an adult class. This is a class for the children. So what we want to hear is, are the children counting? So we'll call the children up. I'll let them know, hey, today is, and today happens to be Wednesday, February 19th. Just so they hear it. Some might be at the level that they understand what that is. They might hear it in other preschools or schools or at home. So just so they get that repetition of what today is, because we're also trying to prepare them for going to school. And then we help the child count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And you need to go as slow or keep pace with the child. 13, 14, 15. And if they skip a number, go back to it. 17. Now wait. Let's go back. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And that's where the circle leader really has to lead what's going on. So the other adults that are sitting behind the children in circle need to take the lead from the leader of the circle. The other thing that we like to do is sing the days of the week. Not because the children in our circle always know the days of the week, but because they're going to hear this when they get to school. It's a fun song to sing together. For our older kids, we're starting to teach some sight words, and they're going to see this in their homes. Parents have calendars. Parents are talking about, oh, on Friday this or Saturday that. So we're going to start doing some sight words. Now, I typically do the sight words second, but the leader of the circle has option to do whatever order they want. And I also try to do Days of the Week song with sign as well. So Days of the Week song, you have your letter D, which is your middle finger touching your thumb and pointer finger up and your other two fingers down. It's a letter D in sign. And your arm out, and this is day, where it comes down to like where your elbow is. So day, and then slide it out to your wrist. Week. This is like a week, like a calendar week. So So like this would be my arm. So day of the week. That's what my arm is signifying. So days of the week. And then we can get all the children to clap. This is a great way to get imitation, to get interaction from the group. So go through it slow. So what we shouldn't say is days of the week, and go fast, because the children aren't listening to you at that point. And again, we know you know the song, and we know you know the motions, and we know the other adults behind the children know the motions. That's not the purpose of this. The purpose of this is to get some group imitation, to get the children focused in on the leader, to teach group instruction, and to get everybody involved. Because most of the children we work with enjoy songs and enjoy singing. So nice and slow. Days of the week. And sometimes I'll stop there and ask specific kids to imitate me. Do this to get them a little more in tune. And I might restart. Days of the week. 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 And then I'll go through the days of the week and sign. There's Sunday, and I kind of call these my praise hands for Sunday. It's the way I remember them easy. So there's Sunday. It's a great way to get imitation because this is probably the easiest one. So I'll pull everybody in for some imitation and do this. Hands up. Even if the kids can just put hands up like this. Do this. There's Sunday. Monday is an M. So 3 fingers over your thumb in a circle. And there's Monday. Tuesday is a T with your thumb in between your 2 fingers. There's Tuesday. Wednesday is your 3 fingers up. And there's Wednesday. Thursday is a T. Then, I think it's a T, then an R. So, Thursday and Friday. Friday is like an OK sign for an F. So if you know the manual alphabet, it makes it a little bit easier as well. Friday. And then there's Saturday. And most of the kids, even if they have some fine motor issues, should be able to do Saturday, which is just a fist in a motion, in a circle. So you can get some group imitation. And if you're working on imitation individually, this is a great way to get some generalization in there. So we'll try that again. Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. And then I'll go through it again with the picture cards. And I'll have the children touching the different words. Because we do have some that are starting to read. We do have some that are going into kindergarten soon. And these are skills that they're going to be needing. So we'll do the song one more time. Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday. And I'll ask whoever's here to touch Sunday or hold it. And there's Monday. There's Tuesday, and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday, and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday. Yay! And then depending on how long your circle has gotten, which you might have time for a quick story, and you can ad-lib some of your story. As you read through your story, though, remember again, the purpose of circle is interaction. It's getting participation. You don't want the students to just sit there and be bored and just listen to you womp, womp, womp throughout circle. So, mommy's talking to the monkeys. Who can count my monkeys? I might have a counter in my group. So I'm going to really focus on some strengths here. Okay, Jimmy, can you count the monkeys? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 monkeys. Nice job, Jimmy. Sarah, where's the book? Sarah might have receptive skills and can identify the book. So I might be able to do stuff like that. Tom might be able to tell me where the giraffe is. Or if I say, what animal is this? He might have tacting skills and be able to tell me that's a giraffe. So I don't want to just read through a story. I want to pull their skills into the story. Circle time is generalization. So circle time isn't just to keep kids in circle and keep them busy until it's time to do other things. This is where you're pulling in all those other skills that they're learning. You're teaching group instruction. You're generalizing their skills, teaching them turn taking, waiting. And then depending on where everybody's at, and again, how short your story was, how quick your songs went. And at the end of the day, we often do this because we're waiting for parents to come in, is we will let the children pick a song, and they each take turns picking a song. Again, once they pick a song, say, okay, yay, 5 little ducks. And most of these songs we have visuals for. For example, on the back here, if they would pick Down by the Bay, we've got visuals for Down by the Bay. There's a whale with a spotted tail. And looks like we have a bear combing his hair. So most of these we've got visuals for. But remember, when you're singing the song, again, we know the adults know the song. That's not a surprise. What we're doing is we're doing this repetitive for the children because it's movement, it's song, it's language. And for them to process what you're doing, to see what you're doing, to hopefully engage in some generalized imitation, some echoic behavior. You really want them to be able to see and hear everything you're doing. So if I'm singing 5 Little Ducks, and I should have apologized for my voice earlier, but you're going to sing it slow so they can hear it, and you're going to connect with each of the children. So 5 little ducks. Let me see your 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody show me 5 ducks. And sometimes we actually have little duckies that we'll hand out so they can each hold a duck and be a part of the song. 5 little ducks went out one day over the fields and far away. Everybody show me the fields. Whoa. And then sad mother duck, oh my gosh, I forgot the words. 5 little ducks went out one day over the fields and far away. Sad mother duck. Anyway, mother duck goes out and says, quack, 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 quack. And then what I'll do is typically one of the little ones will be able to do the quack, 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 or give me the quack, quack, quack back, echoic. And then only 4 little ducks came back. And I'll have the kids, one of our counters, count 4, and we'll repeat the same thing. With the over the hills and far away, mother duck, quack, 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 quack. And one of the kids will say quack, quack, quack. And then we count the 3. And it's very repetitive over and over again. For the ones that we have visuals, here's our monkeys. We've got 4 monkeys. Oh, there's our 5th monkey. It's sticking to me. So we've got our 5 little monkeys jumping in the bed. And we'll go, 1 fell off. And I'll let the kids hold the monkey that fell off. And bumped his head. Everyone, touch your head. Bumped his head. So that we get imitation again. So always be thinking, and you don't have to do exactly what I'm doing, but always be thinking about that interaction. You're not a TV show. This isn't dinner and a movie. This should be interactive. So Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, and a lot of times because you're doing this very repetitiously, the kids will join in. No more monkeys jumping into bed. You know, and then they'll laugh and you can tickle and they'll jump in with it. But you want this very involved. You want the children very involved with this. You want to bring them in. And then the next little monkey, and who gets to hold the next little monkey, and how about colors? You can grab the green monkey, or pick whatever monkey. There you go, yellow monkey. Oops. So that being said, you do have a lot of flexibility with Circle. Slow it down. Circle is not for the adults. Circle is for the children. Circle is for the children to learn a lot of skills. It's for a chance also for us as therapists and adults to learn where their skills are at. What are they generalizing? What are they taking from the tables and able to do in a group setting? What are we able to back up on? Are they able to even just sit next to peers and participate in small group activity? Circle should be very entertaining. It should be very reinforcing. We want them very involved. They shouldn't just be sitting there watching. They should be very interacting with you throughout Circle. So I hope that helps. As you run Circle, you do have a lot of leeway in how you want to do it. Just make sure it is a lot more interactive and that you are constantly thinking about, how can I pull these guys in? Because everyone's going to be at their different levels. Everyone's going to have different skills that they're working on. So as Circle leader, it is difficult because you need to be aware of that and you need to be watching everyone. And as a Circle helper, sitting behind your client or sitting behind the children, you have to be aware that you need to be quiet because the Circle leader needs to be in charge of what's going on in Circle. And if a child needs prompted, you can assist with prompting, but you do want to maintain some quietness because you really want the Circle leader to be the one taking the lead in the prompting, in the getting the child to interact, just like you would in a classroom. This becomes our mock classroom where we can see, at what level are the children starting to develop those skills. So this is our little 10 to 15 minute example each day of what progress are we making towards those classroom skills. So I hope you enjoyed Circle Time. I hope this helps. I know this was a little longer than 15 minutes because I did a lot of explaining out. Keep your Circle times to about 15 minutes or less, especially when you're dealing with little ones. So thank you guys, and have a great day.